You are warmly welcome joining my presentation about one interesting way to digitalize natural gas trading. My name is Georg Jockers and I want to give you a general insight into the new Route4Gas application which represents the new way of commodity trading created by digitalization and automatization. I guess you expect some advertisement now, but I want to present this application in a more general way to push your imagination what is and will be possible in natural gas trading in Europe. At first, let's have a look on the physical gas flows in Europe. See this typical gas day in the European gas market showing the transmissions on the 15th of October 2020. There's nothing unusual, but having a closer look, inefficiencies appear. Those inefficiencies are represented by cycle flows. Here, only a few cycle flows are shown which might not be necessary. There's a small one between the market's gas pool, Polish VTP and Czech VTP. An even bigger cycle flow can be found between TTF, gas pool, the Czech market, the Slovakian market, the Austrian market and NZG. And another one is shown in the western part of Europe covering the Dutch, German, Belgian and French market. So, showing here the transmissions, you can imagine what this means for booked capacities. It's even worse. And here's Route4Gas stepping in to help avoiding bookings of day-ahead capacities which aren't booked only as counterflows but create cycle bookings in Europe. It was the initial idea to develop a mathematical model and the corresponding software which is now offered to all European gas traders and suppliers. You might argue that you can solve this by trading on broker or exchange screens. That's partly true, but in your current setup you must look for a counterpart having exactly the opposite position to get a matching, the so-called counterflow. In the Route4Gas system, all positions are put into one pot and the possibility of being matched increases exponentially. And the model finds out cycle flows covering up to 8 trading points. Another issue we face in the gas market is the golden oldie question: how and where is the value of natural gas created? The answer depends on the persons you ask. The producers will answer that the value is determined from production plus transportation to the consumer market. Not more than that. Our understanding of economics is that the value is created by supply and demand, which is reflected by the price. And this price is determined on the broker and exchange screens. It can be seen that there's a certain gap between physical flows and trading, although trading platforms are dependent on the physical underlying. And here again, Route4Gas steps in and fills the missing link, offering a digital solution to help companies to monetize existing gas flows and unused capacities automatically, to match location swaps easily, to even include physical storage positions for location swaps, and so to increase liquidity in the European gas market. But this is not the only link provided by Route4Gas. Seeing that especially Eastern and Southeastern Europe is suffering due to lack of liquidity, Route4Gas couples the liquid and illiquid gas markets using location swaps as an instrument. Furthermore, physical flows and standard trading products are linked to allow heavily changing market spreads to be turned into profit. Every single company is linked to all other participants so that matching of positions becomes more likely. This is achieved by the mathematical model which looks for cycle flows in all inquiries submitted. So, positions in one corner of Europe might be matched due to positions in other parts of Europe. Here's a small example allowing me also to welcome TAP, the Trans-Adriatic pipeline in the Route4Gas system. Looking at this map you can see that for example Greece and Bulgaria are already linked in the Route4Gas application via remote location swaps tradable in this system. The first step to bring more liquidity is done. Now I want to show you some facts and figures describing the current status of the Route4Gas application. Route4Gas is live since the 1st of September this year, so young and fresh and already showing day-ahead volumes. The matching rate is really good, showing up to 56% per round. Currently, 11 companies are registered, representing a good mix of gas market participants, and another 8 companies are in the onboarding process. And the message is clear: the more actors in, the higher the matching potential. Finally, I want to give you an outlook of a system that is extremely scalable. Our next steps after having many more companies using our system is to include products like unbundled capacities, curve products like next month deliveries, working together with central counterparts and offering clearing, linking LNG storages and terminals to already implemented VTPs and storages, and one day adding LNG cargos as well. You see that a new, innovative and powerful instrument is available now, serving additional liquidity and trading opportunities to the European gas market. If you're interested in a more detailed presentation of the Route4Gas application and even in a trial, please feel free to contact me or my colleagues. Contact details can be found in this presentation and on our webpage route4gas.com. I wish you a successful day and, in those difficult times, stay healthy.